Hi, my name is Ariana Chin, and today we'll be talking about my first and second CCR question for media studies. Starting with the first and main question at hand, how does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups and issues? Starting off, there are different types of conventions like genre and gender, but today we will be talking only about genre conventions. The question is asking us about how our product uses and challenges conventions. This means that they want to know how our product goes with and moves with these conventions or how they go completely against. Okay, so for the main idea, our opener features a young girl who is going through something at home, but she escapes that reality with her friends at school. But as you can see in the opener, she has a bit of trouble with her father, which is the main conflict of the story. The reason I think our opener challenges the conventions is because you would think that because her problem happens at school, you would think that it would be a drama about boys or about getting bullied at school, but it's rather about her at-home life outside of school. Of course, though, the opener does feature normal things that you would see in a drama that would usually be passed down in every single drama movie. What's the evidence, you may be asking? Well, my source of evidence for this is Steve Neal's genre theory, where he states that genres are instances of repetition and differences. What he's trying to say is that in a certain genre of movie or TV show or anything, there will always be some characteristics about it that will be in every single item or thing of that nature. Of course, these characteristics can be used to make it new and improved and different, like the storyline could be different and a little bit out of the ordinary, or it could just be on track, like how it usually goes, like the classic bully story where somebody gets bullied and then it gets resolved or something of that nature. For example, if you have a horror movie, you are likely to see dark colors like blacks and grays and reds, and it's obviously going to be scary because it's a horror movie, which is usually shown in every horror movie. Of course, the genre of drama has their own things that you will normally see. These things are intense conflicts, high emotions, and dramatic tension. You'll usually find these in almost every drama movie, and it's usually how you can identify that it is a drama movie. Finally, I'm going to be talking about how this relates to Outsiders and our main character, Camilla. Like stated in the opener, genres are instances where things are passed down and changed. In our opener, during the phone call scene between Camilla and her dad, you can obviously see that when she speaks to him, it gets real darker. It gets darker and more gloomy, and you can see her mood change compared to how she was with her friends. As you can see, the music cuts as soon as she switches to go talk to her father, showing how the mood changes with Camilla as she speaks to him. You can also see how the angle of the camera shows her standing by herself, showing her isolation and how she kind of feels helpless in a way. Here is CCR Part 2, and I will be answering this question. How does your project engage with audiences, and how will it be distributed as a real media text? So basically, what the question is asking is how will our film/opener even reach the audiences? The main thing that plays into this is who is going to be distributing our source of media, basically. The other question is how the audience gets drawn in and how they engage in what we're producing. Starting with the beginning, it's very obvious that the opener includes teenagers, which could cause people of that age group specifically to be more drawn to watching or looking at it only because it includes their peers. Also, the experience that Camilla is going through could apply to many different people around the world as well. This would obviously make it more relatable. Now, starting with the second part of the question, the product is supposed to be distributed by Netflix, which is a popular movie and TV show streaming app. The reason why this app is so big and popular is because it can be accessed all around the world, and it can be accessed on any device so long as you have Wi-Fi. Another reason it's very big is because they have original shows that end up becoming very popular around the world and among people. What this means for the film is that it could reach millions and millions of people. Now moving on to evidence that will support this main idea. The piece of evidence I use for this is the Big Six case study. And yes, I know Netflix isn't a part of the Big Six. The reason I use this piece of evidence, though, is because it relates to why movies and shows get big, because they're produced and distributed by big companies. I will use the quote on the slide. According to the Big Six case study, there are 6 main media companies that control 90% of everything shown on TV. While this is true, this is also kind of different because Netflix is its own company and it isn't shown on normal television. You have to install an app to watch. This will also be beneficial for the distribution of the film / opener because Netflix is a widely used app and it's online, and a lot of people are online nowadays and will continue to be as time goes by. This means that the opener will be up for many people to see for a long period of time because it's online. An example of this is how people go specifically to Netflix to watch certain shows or their original shows like Stranger Things or Outer Banks. By the way, these are also drama-filled shows. Another reason why people love Netflix that I didn't mention is because they have subtitles for almost every language across the world. Just restating what I said, a lot of people relate to what is going on inside the opener, which is why it might draw people to it, and a lot of people just might feel sympathy for the main character, or they just express interest because she's just like them. This makes the audience want to watch it, and obviously Netflix, since they're distributing, they'll be able to provide it so people can watch it. And that's it. Thanks for listening.